And a general Nankasani birthday, which read John Buedu. Yeah. And them say NPP Ford, Omoti share me and son, and a deal my water, ye may we ye my meters a kufor nedia. Can you guess the age of John Buedu? And then Yamia Dum, Yamia Bema John Buedu, we did 52 years. Yeah. Oh, over to me, Bisano. Your body din John Buedu. John Buedu is the General Secretary of the governing MPP. And guess what? And it may shine in a kakrebi. Me, she and an Indian commodo. Ebia menia bonenima na nenia bomenima waba kukuruku swa woko. But meaning Indian commoda. But the net. We give honor to whom honor is due, and I pay my shiny John Buedu kakrana. Wabre we MPP party nemu. With my dear, John Buedu is the longest serving national officer of the MPP. Ewo omabako semu. Yeah, John Buedu. Nipa ya dia wasaye. John Buedu mine wakasa sisiano. Ujinaho as the longest serving national officer of the MPP, Oko Omabako Semua. He is said to be the only man who has held virtually every position at the party headquarters with the exception of Nasara, women's organizer, and national chair positions. Saad Dibiemi and Saint Pe and Unkutano. She Mamenkin Kanka Krebinchero. John Buedu, he is being National Finance Officer, National Youth Treasurer, National Youth Organizer, National Communications Director, and Onoye Deputy, National Organizer, and an Afei Oye General Secretary. And prior to his rise to the national level, he served as a grassroots, Oye polling station chairman, constituency secretary, I beg your pardon, to regional research and elections officer. Onrankasa no oye accountant ufri asin fusu. Oye ija ne mano eye anine. And I mema break down kakra. John Buedu ada pay me to chema padino wabreu wasum MPP ku ne pa. Mamema breakdown be John Buedu and there Odina Wedano. From being a member of the Dankwa Buzia Club in 1991, John Buedu became a polling station chairman and agent at Kolebu polling station, yeah, and then became the constituency secretary at the Ablekuma South constituency. He was a trainer of trainees in the Greater Accra and Volta regions for the 2000 elections. He subsequently occupied the positions of Director of Information and Research for Greater Accra region and Finance Officer at the head office of MPP in 2001. Afei, he was the National Youth Treasurer from 2002 to 2006. Then, he became the National Youth Organizer of the party. He was appointed Deputy Director of Communication from 2011 to 2013. He proceeded to become National Organizer in 2014, Obeye National Organizer 2014, and acted as General Secretary 2015 till he was elected into the same position 2018. Tuofiechiri pa. And I abo abaso we do awada John Buedu. Oba fia habiom a ya hwehwe me wai me chese me hu no kra ne nka hello dawo ebia nani abomenim da na bebesa but me ne nkasa kra da. O fatasa wochi ayeyi o fatasa wochi and also Honorable Frank Anodompre, Majority Chief Whip and MP for Nsawam Adwejire, and also Yahweh show happy birthday. If you ha yenua baba kon Sophia kra wa ware ye no ne dina ye bebre bibi ejenim debende ne yenimu ane se Sophia befi owo UTV ene eye wawoda ye we show happy birthday saso na Mrs. Dina Twinibu Akudua we nurse ewo Nyanyano Hospital endra na eye wawoda Ebenezer Opon Kwatina Wakwa so we show happy birthday to Madam Beatrice Quay from your daughter Becky of Peace FM Online, from your in-laws and their entire family. May God grant you many more years. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Kate Adani Tano of Mamprobi Presby Church from Alex Mreku. 11, all protocol observed. And I would like to say a very good morning to the staff of Goyle Fuel Station, Tantra. And I must say, and I pay somebody my feed anybody at 2 Peace FM ha. Nipa wa makwan Goyle Fuel Station and what Tantra a bribia we feed another piece. Your station manager Mr. Becca. And I pay Mr. Becca Michiao W any jumayefo nyina mo Goyle Fuel Station and what Tantra and I pay chicha mo nyina. Ebusuya do ba ko abo apa ho sema eduenu anan pepepe. Enchekra na senia anapebia yedwumedie ne sikono enchekra edwumekuo miensa wo madaro ma me the brief message bebe bro. This morning I'll be sharing briefly with you under the topic learning at the bottom. Yeah. This morning I'll be sharing with you a brief message entitled Learning at the Bottom. You don't want to miss this one. Kofi, I'll be right back. Stay tuned in. Peace 104.3 FM so na wasugusu awutie yebusuya enadwada na peidu ba ko abo apa ho sema eduenu esia pepepe wadaroma enchekra na me the message no ebrewo na ejapade bi ho akwanya bi aba beto dwa mepesenka me de betu enim ebie kra na anapei odofo bi e de atu enim a ototo eni a wo hu no bebia wo de fa wo se enkran ha nka sabi edan te sa adaka ka yengena ye bankran ha ye dodo na nyankran ha na efri eja Ghana ha de bibia obeye bia eden ya akra koye capital na de wonante ye de wo bebebe pie ha yengena yenya asase kakra bia nke ebebo yensesin awoso nanso nkran asase me de bia me kan kran asase a ne me de yamfa to ho ne se Enkrenia wonu amunu ofri ni kuromu a wati ni kuromu no ono na sa ase kura ye gie efri ni nsem na wo hoho wo ye nchene a wayere mu kura wo koton kran asase a ya bisemu yie nisa obetwe homa nso a wonsa beka kura na sika wo besi dan na kura ko na asa anapei se bia wo tibie bi mu a me kan se bia ka wonya ka obeye japade bi kakra obesi dan bi won kra ha nanso Danwa we yes okoto asase no ehonsem afi kura de waye wadwen kura se wonto asase bio ana pay ye fa piece efidie so na ye de saa kwanyan ye de ato enim odaroma ejumekuo bi a wo magidin pa wo mo enumunyam papa ejumekuo mo magidin wo modin ade quality properties ana pay quality properties ejumekuo no si yemfa piece efidie so yemfa nto adehye nyina anim se omo ewo genuine plots of lands for sale ewo Hillview City no ye kuro bi a ye chekere won Kraimantem ha Hillview City no between Parko Estates and Ga East Municipal Assembly Ufria Showman eko aboko bia ensase no ya ye ho nkrata nyina kusi land titled registered no litigation and a work prime area ye won sase ni bia eda ho yantam and ye won sase ni bi susu a ye to anamo ye si 2 any 3 bedroom houses awoso enti se bi obepa sase a 2 bedroom house and I said 3 bedroom houses esiso a ubenye bia tono saa ana opa asase ne nko so a ubenya nsuo ne kanea de wonda mbisa esan said da kromu ankasa enkran he asam na meka no area bia fast developing area ebimu kure di nkan bebie hotels ne schools ne ayaresabia ene ne keka ho enti se weni eje saa ensase a land titled registered ya me the numbers baako anan ebeja ofre baako na obigina so a na wafre ne etoso number din kan ya me de ma wana pe 0547 448011 anase 0207 499 449 number etoso miensa 0200 203 444 number etoso anan 050 9999977 edamugina ase
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
And then by popular request, before I'm upon mebo phobia for you, no why? Mebo phobia for you, no. Phobia, but only one more. Awo, jewe is an phobia masters. Ebusunya duba kwa bo apem pepepe senya na pebia ye no duba kwa bo apem se no edwumekuo akese amiensa ena eso yase a Kofi kum mede brief message bi ebrew anape na se ye da se edwumekuo miensa yase a edwumekuo edin kan high sense se no eba no home appliances a Ghana fo nyina ya no akobankrom se the most reliable brand Ebano home appliances more a high sense. Now guess what? You will good news be at the mouth. 3 days from today, 28th October, at the Kopim 8th November. Ubia wu here air conditioner watono. High sense for ye be ya de any biom. Me pacho afi we ya ma wo honye ha. O kai se last promotion na ye no first second day. Ena enyoma ya see a dear promotion no amanfo kotu gu so a nyina saaye obi bibia wo hia air conditioner ato epia na wesi hotel inti air conditioners na wo hia no o to no dodo tinka obenye obi obete so ama wo a kebeboa wo ebia mwesi mo asore dan na mo hia air conditioners na mo hia no edoso inti nka mo benye obi a obete so ama mo a kebeboa mo no obi a wo hia air conditioners dodo ato anase bia wo de ba ku bi pena wo hia but usika nso ntinka ubenya say ye promotion bia we ni beji ho a high sense air conditioners a ye de be promotion no the number 1 in town. It comes with gold plated fins, high quality copper pipes, eco-friendly gas. So also ye AC na high sense AC na wujina nchen kura wonti de debia and a 4-in-1 filter system inti mframa eba no clean from dust and germs. Your ACs no, you was split, and you was standing, and you was standard, and you was inverter cooling systems. Woba, you bet to me a church and name watch it. Kai say promotion no in 3 days from today, 28th October to 8th November. High sense, Yankwan, Yakasi a ton 2 horsepower mawa. Correct, exactly 2 horsepower near to amount. Kai say, the promotion, but still you will enjoy 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Ejumekwa tosum yenu a ye message Ibra wanapa is Kakrabia Best Point Savings and Loans. Best Point Savings and Loans, we say your dream is our business. Ejumekwa tosum yensa best assurance. Best assurance, we say your protection is always assured. As I mentioned earlier on, I said I'm going to share with you a message entitled Learning from the Bottom. This morning, I want to talk to my young brothers and sisters. This morning, I want to talk to my young brothers and sisters. You see, if you're a young man or a young woman and you're listening to me, I want you to know that it is very important to know your youthful days are days meant for learning. Abranti anasa baba webia wesi so a wutie mi anape. Se wunnim de kodie ntia we are young. We are branti anasa baba wa de kodie ntia we are baba wa ne se eye bre a esese wudi sua bibi. Okay, it is important to know that your useful days are days meant for learning. What you learn during your youthful days are supposed to make life comfortable and easy when you become of age. You might not know the stage at which you are as a young man or as a young woman, and you might be wasting it. What you learn during your youthful days are supposed to make life comfortable and easy when you become of age. We are brantia nasa baba wa. Inyoma ubesua eno nebema dachi wa brabo ebeye mre ediamao. You see, it's a sad thing to waste your youthful days not learning any useful things that will be of help in future. I beseech you by the mercies of God, don't look for excuses why you are not learning useful and basic things, because no excuse will make up for the hardship ahead in life without skills and knowledge. Ebia obedwin say when your excuse no bia na ede bia na no kre, but excuse bia ni hɔ a ebetumi egina ahokyere a eda w'anim daachi. Ahokyere ɛwɔ mpaniyem nti wo mmerante abremu sua bebi. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 27 says, "It is good for a man to bear the yoke while he is still young." The New Living Translation says, "It is good for a man to submit to an early age to the yoke of his discipline." This sounds very biblical. Let me bring it to everyday English. Lamentations 3:27, all that it's saying is that when you are young, it is good to struggle hard. Hwe, wiase no, impenifo kan sem bi se eye chinchin so anase so chinchin. Uswa na wo bre wo moje ni esua de esua bibi ebo brapa. Onia na wodachi wonkokora ne wo mbre wa wo bomu no wo mbre biom. Se wa mbre wo moje ni ensua bibi a wo bebo bra afi weni afi a waye old man o lady no na nka dwume bi esa wo ye na mbrante ebremu no afi na wabo akokora wo koye edwuma no. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, if you don't struggle when you are young, you will end up doing so when you grow old. You see, it is normal for a young man to struggle, but it's unfortunate to see an old person struggling before his hand goes to his mouth. We a young boy there, masa yengina ya lost man da. Ya fa trotro ebi wo a edi 11 near the afa form me say Kaneshi to from Kaneshi first line to GBC. Mananti in and out sa ma bre. Nso ne many fie me da me 4-wheel car papa bumu. Sanka abra mi swano na me da 4-wheel drive mu edeko GBC. Na ene bremu me fa trotro ede be adwuma nkenye. Inti ma weni nji wo mrati bremu sa wo bo hustle. Eno any Lamentations 3:27. What kind Bible? Lamentations 3:27. Or say, when you are young, it is good to struggle hard. You see, when you are young, you have to learn certain things in this modern age, like reading and writing. Womrati bremu ese usua kenkan ne atwere. Na nyese Kofi me ba kakra na me kabrofu bia wo se menkatwi. Ehu hia twi ne de kasa, but a drew bia obetwere bibi wo Facebook kurapo na je se wotwere wotimi ase. So when you are young, take it in good faith. You have to learn how to read and write. When you are young, you have to learn how to drive and cook, irrespective whether you are a man or a woman. So we are branch, we are babawa, miaweni, nesua atwere ene akenkan. Sua sene ya drive car, nesua sene ya nua aduane. Eno de emfa ho sa we oba na sa we bema, we oba, we young. Sua sene ya drive, menka se misua driving wie kura car be na me kotwi. Hwe ma meka bebe nkyerɛw. Eye dan a kwanya bebe bia ma o. But bia na watena ho e de be 35 years and when him driving. We ye bema na when him driving, sebi wo hu faso eso tipa. Because bia na Godfather be crap eso e koto aduane bre no. Fa car key koto aduane ne bre we see me name driving. You are useless. Excuse my language, but that is the truth. Young man in this modern system way where the be 30 years you don't know how to drive. Excuse me to say, yeah, openi be person small wa woni driving into onu ankoto ade ne mbra send yanka woni around the crowd ke hu ofaso. Listen to me carefully. Learn how to read and write. Learn how to drive and cook. Nya wo ba nko na ye aduane ene wo ba so a woni mu aduane ye no hu nsam na doso. Learn how to be faithful when you are young. Faithful in relationship. Well, se wuswa na wensua senia ye ne nipa baako etena wuni a o ware a ebeye problem. Learn working skills and employable skills. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1. Let me just chip this in before I begin to wrap up. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1, Bible can simply say, remember now your Creator in the days of your youth, before the difficult days come. What does this suggest? It means there are difficult days ahead. If you are young and you have not met the difficult days yet, Scripture says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1, remember now your Creator in the days of your youth, before the difficult days come. You see, it is good to learn the ways of God whilst you are young. Then you get used to it because it doesn't come easy. So because nyame som ye din a no kre, but e be free say ebia na usano na sene ye som nyame no enya de a woye. So because nyame som ye din a meji atum because akonchire wo ho ye na fom na wo ye kristoni a akonchire de se wo fa ne kwa na usano wonchi come 1 week kurada afi ya sembi ba na ye say se wo che come 1 week una wuwe. But if you require bremu, you see, it doesn't come easy if during your youthful days you didn't make time to worship and study His word. You are not used to giving and fasting and so on. If you don't learn how to give, how to fast when you are young, it becomes very difficult when you grow. Let me begin to wrap up this morning's message. My young man or young woman friend listening to me, what are you learning at the moment? Share se woni ma kenkan pa me bebo book bidin wonya kwanya hwehwe Dexter ene Ron Ball, Dexter Yaga ene Ron Ball. They wrote a book entitled Everything I Know at the Top, I Learned at the Bottom. Dexter any Ron Ball omo chro book bia enche kra me kenkan o se bibia wo hu se meye e wo soro no misua ye e wo form. Everything I know at the top I learned at the bottom. You see, part of learning at the bottom comes by being faithful with what belongs to others. Let me draw your attention. Me say usha ese usua de no. Note that learning in your youthful days are not necessarily formal. And appear someone mene woka se uswa wombra tibiremu a sua de no. Men kire se wo kotena entity bia enko a se wo kusua de. Se ne wo excuse so be kase bia menu obi ode me be ku school na entity bia na se bibi sana. Let me tell you, learning or part of learning at the bottom just it's not necessarily formal, but it comes by being faithful with what belongs to others. Okay, part of learning at the bottom comes from being faithful with what belongs to others. How do you use the things that belong to others that are in your care? Luke chapter 16 verse 12, scripture says, if you have not been faithful in what is another man's, who will give you what is yours? You see, God is interested in how you handle what belongs to other person. He's looking for how faithful you are. God is looking at whether you are wasting resources of others because they are not yours or you are managing them well. My young friend, if you are not faithful with what belongs to others, you hinder yourself from receiving from God what will be yours. Hwe Nyankopon yensi na twitwio. Nyankopon ne awo ye nyina no wama wakwanya bi se obi ade bebe bedi wo nsam. Na se obi ade bedi wo nsam anyame ehwe se eye obi dia no sen na wo be kurekure ana se wo be yusu ana se wo be misyusu. Ebe free se ne wo be hwe obi ade so no. I don't know how many landlords are listening to me, but guess what? All over the world, every landlord knows that you always lose the best tenants. If you are what you say, we are landlord. Ube say tenants are very good and check now with 2 if you will property. I'll explain it to you. And if you are a landlord and you cast your mind back, ube say tenant be a winya no we good piano on check now ko adentia. You see, winya good tenant, a tenant who pays up on time, a tenant who keeps the property well, a tenant who goes out of his way to make small repairs. Before long, they are blessed and they are on their own. They are gone. So winya tenant, tenant no bosumi so ya ana afeso ya wode usika ma tenant a ohwe wodan te se ono ane dia bronya ebe no we painti baby kakra tenant a baby kakra se ya onka se landlord be ye ana me ya metie free usika ne mu na ono aye ne te se ono ane dia tenant o te sa no enche ne nyame ama ono ankasa ne dan na okọ. If you are a young person and you're listening to me, I'm giving this to you. It's free consultation. Consultation trim you can say ya kwanchire won yin na yesi so ya han dan da enyem fom so se wusi so obe han dan na me ma wa kwanchire bi se wo han ye obi dan na o pese Nyankopon ema wo so ye landlord o ma wo wankasa wo dan a nipa kura wa han ne dan na wuti mu no bibi kakra bi se wo ho a senka ye wo fi a wonkofre wo bia wa na obeyeye afeso a penti me nye se a landlord me painted dia metie fi me rent no da bi ye hwefie no so ye fie siesie fie ho kama te se ne ya wo dia Yakupon hunu se ne wo siesie wo bi fie a enche obema wo dia. I'm talking from experience. Oh yes, I'm talking from experience. On the other hand, sa okoye tenant bosume so tua a dine car osime call rent control. Te se ne rent control omo kra omo dan. Rent control omo ni dan. Na ba ne se ne wakọ han ye obi dan afi tua car wo de ne call rent control. tukwa aye manso ye yerewa wutu a uko baby fofra saa na wokwa akoye obetena enkran edan nyine mu ekositiri unya wode yese me ebo odua. You see, God cannot promote you from a tenant to a landlord. So subain to saa wonya obi car we de hwehwe from enkran mountain so obi drive obi car uhu apa obehu see you do rough road to say ablekuma cave ye duru ablekuma cave a obehunu se obi drive car na ye ono ane dia obehunu se e driver na wanya obi car wade ye adwuma a obehunu bisa wo se nti car we kan ya wode an ko be drive na saa. You see, God cannot promote you from being a driver to car owner if you misuse someone's car. Okay? Now, managing other people's property, what belongs to other people, will teach you how to manage your own. Let me give this last example because I'm sure this will bless a young girl listening to me this morning. Now, listen. An unmarried young girl who is faithfully helping her sister, her mother, or her guardian in taking care of her children will see it as an opportunity to learn how to take care of children before she gets married. So we a young girl. Ebia unuya penny awoba. Ebia wo maame kra wo chiraba. We chiriba, right? So unuya penny no ne bana wa wo no ofano. Now the nishi chire yana wedware no yana washa na atare ne wo ye ne se wodi suasua senia yekuta kwada enti daachi bia ne wo be wo no se wenyo obi kura metena wo nchen a wodi wo bi ba wodi aye practicals onye school bia obi di ne baba ma wo sefa ye practicals enti woti fie bi mu woti obi nchen na nipa ne wo a wo aya sa wo som no wenya wo bi ba wodi ne ye practicals. On the other hand, if you don't see it as a blessing in disguise and you see it as a burden, you miss a great opportunity to learn. Use every opportunity to learn. You will benefit from it in future. Let me sound this word of caution to my young listeners. Not every service deserves to be paid. And yet, osumu a wede be sumu bia na obehwe nim se se ne pakro no oma usika. We yesa na unsua de adachi bi ebetumi aboa wo. Not every service deserves to be paid for. The reward will come later. Be faithful with what belongs to others, and remember, all that we do at the top, we learnt it at the bottom. Kofi, no ni tashi le bi na ni fio na. Ngbeke bi ashi, machine operator, we atwa munchendi wono kopo. Inda, no ni nkase ngbeke bi ashi no ni fio ni ona akekọ afa. All that we do at the top, there are things that we learned at the bottom. So learn at the bottom. Thank you so much for listening to my message. It was brought to you courtesy Best Point Savings and Loans. We say your dream is our business. Best Assurance, we say your protection is always assured. And High Sense, everyday prices from everyday people. Pacho, Obia, we hear air conditioner to Biano. Number one, the best air conditioners in town. Be promotion, 28th of October to 8th November. Obenya air conditioner. Dudu Obia, we hear Bia, Obenya Bia turn for High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Peace FM, station with a vision. 104.3. Peace FM, 104.3. Peace FM.
Ebusuya kasima numa promoto wadaroma me wa commercials kakrebe. Me fan to enim na afi menja wona bibia wo ye bia no ebusuya. Sisi ade efe a aba ene ye dio. Enti me kanfo GhanaCelebrations.com. GhanaCelebrations.com efe a yaba ene efe a aba ene ye die. Se ebia mo eye se bia mo to ebadin ana se mo ye engagement wedding ana se bi obi di ne birthday ana chese bibia akwakwa se nhyiemu wahu kane no obetwetwa mfoni na wode aye album basisia no abefo kwan so GhanaCelebrations.com yebetumi akochiri ningina and then just at a click of button unsa ebeka mfoni ni wo bibia opese yeboa wo na wo memorable moments no wo di ningina egu bebia just at a click of button unsa beka ningina fra GhanaCelebrations.com ewo 0599 494339 and as 055 4094799 mekai wo sesisia no EcoBank ama sekretria ayemre pa se bia obetua electricity water DSTV subscription ana se skebi opese wutue bia no wo ba EcoBank eye ye platform so a obetumi etua na easy simple kra ana wa obetumi esimu aba EcoBank Express Point bia ye wo bese impem insia ewo Ghana ha obetumi esimu aba EcoBank the Pan-African Bank ene eye juada bedi akoma kitchen pharmacy wo mu ndura wo mu akraba ne ayebo hu dewura na pay eye memendro mienu ba kudin the Tiger capsules and ba kudin the British Bulldog capsules. Tiger capsules no eye FM chese eye for men a approved herbal formula for sexual enhancement performance essaying a boosty immune system and a British Bulldog capsules no a herbal formula for sexual enhancement performance and also saying boosty immune system. Code drugstore will be ya ubenyebi etufo to me friend 024 316 8069 and 0244 721 yashada ya toothpaste bi enkwada omedi efri mfie mienu de kopem mfie nsia eboa omo situtwi emane kwenim pa ye de strawberry ene de aye toothpaste di ade Cal Kids toothpaste into a bad time bi a wo akwada wedi efri mfie mienu de kopem mfie nsia kai nakoto Cal Kids toothpaste for a happy smile and ya juada se bia we busy to say me na want to me call lunch kai say this way chocolate drink cocoa powder no insuo bia say she ana say eyenwu with the cold water with the ya when your cold chocolate drink this way chocolate drink one no more ema hohodin ne dey sorry so Vical 20 edrobia Joy Industries for na ne wo mu ne se nya obia ena etumenum bi ko obia tumenum bi ankeye nso oba wafa yefunu oba wo makwada nufuo ene akwada ondi mbrumfie dumienu se ne pekuo miensen pe ena entumenum bi na Vical 20 no ultimate immune booster. It's made from 100% herbs known for boosting the immune system to fight diseases and infections. In Vical 20 and that hono your ultimate immune system support for general well-being. Call drugstore Obenya Vical 20 to phone fre 0244 585531 and 024 288 7996 and then the chat 0244 87